Hello everybody on YouTube. Today I end up having to take the tire off my New Holland S33D, and here's the tire rim axle, and you have to have a jack under it. So brought it in here and I'll show you what I'm up to. So I had this tire off once before because it was flat. So what I did is it didn't seal right, so I took the one of these drills with this fiber brush on here, and I went along the rim here and cleaned up the whole rim. Make sure it's got a good clean up here. And in order to do that, I had to break the bead, and I put small pieces of blocks of 2x4 in between the tire and the rim. I do it one side at a time, and to make sure everything is smooth, so you got a good set. So like here's a spot here that's a little out of it around here. So I take this little grinder here. Just trying to get a really good bead seal here. I take a file and I just roll it a little bit like that, and then smooth it out with this bristle brush here. And that cleans off all the rust. Now I got a good smooth spot here now. And the best thing to do is just go through it with your finger and go around it, you can feel it. And I do this on both sides. Next, I make sure the tire itself is clear of all mud and debris right around the whole rim. And make sure that there's nothing sticking out. And I'll put this bead sealer on right here around the whole tire. And on both sides. I already cleaned off the other side, so I'm going to put the bead sealer on, and then I will strap the tire. I'll show you how I do that, and hopefully I'll get a seal. And the next thing I do here is take an air compressor and I'll blow out the rim sides. It's all clean, and I make sure the rim is sticking out like that. You can only do one side at a time. And I'll put the bead sealer on and get that in there like that. Go around the whole rim like this, both sides, but you can only do one side at a time because you only got so much room for the rim to stick out. Okay, and now the rim, both sides got the bead seal. The bead seal also acts like a lubricant, so the tire moves properly. I'm going to try to fill the air up without wrapping it, but I'm going to use this first, see how this goes. And it don't look like we're going to get it. So this is called the air blast, and you could use that. I'm going to have to see if I can seat it more and more. So air is escaping somewhere, so what I'm going to do then, you can actually hear it escaping out the top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap it with a strap. Okay, so the strap I'm using is a trailer truck nylon strap, and you want to hopefully try to get this set down so it seals it a little more around where it's leaking around the rim here. We'll give it another try, see if we can get a seal. And we got it. There we go. Okay, so we try to get the seal in place. Make sure it's okay. So we got a whole bead. It's sealed now around the whole rim. So at this point, you will take the strap off and remove it, because you cannot fill the tire up with a strap on. And I'm going to go get the valve core stem, which I laid right over here, and I will insert the stem inside the tire now, which goes in right here. All right, and I got to get the tool. Okay, and now you take the valve stem tool. You should really, if you're doing tires, this is one of the really handy tools. And screw the valve stem core back in place. And I will get the so we got the seal. Now we just need to get the air in, and we'll check for leaks. Let me get this on a minute. Hard to do with one hand. Okay, so the tire uses 14 pounds. And I'm going to be filling it like this. And I'll show you when it's done how we got to seal. And the next thing you want to do after you inflate the tire to the recommended poundage is you check for leaks with soapy water. A cheap spray bottle works fine. And you want to go around the whole rim, because that's where I had the problem, around the rim. And I'll just flip the tire. I don't see any leaks bubbling. If you see a leak, it will bubble soap water. Let's check the other side. Check the valve, fire at it. Check everything actually. And while the tire is off, I'm going to check the old tire. Okay, so you just leave that sit a moment. This is not leaks. That's just the bubbles from the soap. And it looks like we got a good seal. That's what I'm very happy about. Okay, and now I'm going to check the tire itself for any leaks. So I will be spraying the tire down with soapy water like this with the spray bottle. And if there's any leaks on the tire itself, that will show up too. Like that. Okay. Okay, and now the next thing is going to be the hard part. Is lining the tire up with the axle, and be sure you're on a good flat area. I highly recommend that. And use a jack. You don't want to you can't lift the tire unless you have one of those tire stands that slide. And so what I do is I wiggle the tire in here like this. It's hard to do this with one hand. Wiggle it in. All right, I'm wiggling it in. And I'm lining up, try to line up one hole like that, one hole at a time. I'm going to raise the jack up a little bit. Okay, let's see if I got a hole lined up, and have a lug nut ready to go. All right, let's see here. And I could just get one in. We started off one. Let's see here. Not quite. Might have to lower the jack. Not going. Move that over a little bit. Yeah, this is I normally never do this with one hand. I just want to show everybody that you can do it yourself. Nope. Let's see. I jack the jack up a little more. It's just a matter of lining things up. I might have to go down a little now. Okay. Let's see here. No. I gotta come down. Maybe that's too far. Okay. No, that's way too far. Okay. Come up a little more again. Alright. Nope. Just up a little, tiny bit more. Oh boy, it looks like it's gonna line up, but it don't. Huh. Let's see. That's too far, it's too far. I like that, not lining up good. Oh. Let's see. Up a little bit more. Tractor tires are very heavy. You cannot, and you don't want to lift it, but you will definitely hurt you. Okay, I got one started. Now I'm going to lift, make sure it's screwed in enough. I'm going to lift the jack up, and the tire should hopefully fall into place where I want it to. So you see how it's hanging on the bolt. I'm gonna jack up a little more. Jolt the tire around. Okay. I gotta get this in place. So you want to get this lined up like that way. But I cannot do this in one hand, so I'll show you when I got it on. Okay, what I wanted to show you was how make it easier for you. Once you get one bolt in, you jack the tractor up, and you notice how it was off the rim there, and then you turn the tire and it will slide onto the axle, and you line up another bolt. Be sure you don't cross thread, and so I'm gonna have to get this on a little more. There we go. And it will slide right on to the axle that way. And you don't have to do any lifting. Hey, look at that, isn't that nice? I'm getting all the bolts in now. And I didn't have to lift the tire at all. Alright, look at that. There you go. We are getting there now. And one more. And I got all in place. And I didn't even have to lift the tire. And this one, the last one's always the tough one. Okay, here we go. Make sure they're not cross-threaded. So it's now on to the axle. And I'm gonna bolt it on with the air wrench. And once again, just want to make sure they're all threaded properly before you use your air wrench. Make sure they're not cross-threaded. You don't want to cross your threads. And what I do is I just turn the tire to get the pressure off the bolts, so you can feel that you are lined up, and I'm all set. I'm just going to put a couple on this to line up the rim. There we go. make sure I get the proper air in it, inflated, and that's it. That's how you change a tire on a tractor tire. And if you noticed, I never even took the, I didn't have to remove the tire, I just wanted to reseal it. And if you did, that would be a little more involved. Have you noticed I didn't even take the rim off the tire? I just did it with the tire right on with the rim. I just wanted to get a good clean seal with the bead, because last time when I got a flat tire out on the back of the farm, I didn't see it in the dark, but mud got and debris got in the seal, and you need a good seal to get a good tire. There's nothing worse than coming out in the morning and finding that when you need your tractor there's a flat, and it seems like it always happens when it's cold out. It's very cold out today, by the way. And so hopefully that took care of the problem. Hope you like this video on how to change a tractor tire and reseal the bead on a tire. Hopefully this information would be helpful. And I just want to tell everybody, this is how I do it. This is my opinion. Please do not hold me on any of my opinions. It's just my opinion. You may have better ideas, or there may be a more technical idea. This is just how I do it, and I don't want you to say, hey, it didn't work for me. So good luck. This just gives you an idea on how to do it. Back in the summer and the late fall, I changed the front tires, put new tires on. So hopefully that should take care of the problem. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And stop by again soon. Bye for now.